solution. Yeah. No respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes to be obeyed. And all the things that will be happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better. We got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We got to keep moving. Na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody got to put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part, play your role, get where you need to. You can tune in for work or in your vehicle. If you got a problem, pick up the phone. Why wait till the time calling is the show with no matter even if you're at home. Just call in. Trouble your bed. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place no calling. Be yourself, see yourself. This is the show, my people. Believe our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out. This the vibe we're dealing. Let's find a solution. Yeah. No respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes to be obeyed. And all the things that will be happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better. We got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place no calling. WB. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Be yourself, see yourself. This is the show, my people. Believe our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out. It's the vibe we're dealing. Let's find a solution. Yeah. No respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes to be obeyed. And all the things that will be happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better. We got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place your calling. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part, play your role, get where you need to. You can tune in for work or in your vehicle. If you got a problem, pick up the phone. Why wait till the time calling is the show with no matter even if you're at home. Just call in. Trouble your bed. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice of opinion and place no calling. Be yourself, see yourself. This is the show, my people. Believe our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out. It's the vibe we're dealing. Let's find a solution. Yeah. No respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes to be obeyed. And all the things that will be happen and not got blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better. We got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize.
Good morning, Belize. Welcome to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. It's Wednesday morning, the 12th of November 2025, and we do it again. Weekday mornings belong to the conversation and belongs to the conversation we call Wake Up. Alarm clock or a rooster in the backyard. We are in the business of waking up, getting up and being ready. And we're glad you're here with us this morning, whether it is by Creme Radio or by XTV. You got our apps or social media streams or by simulcast coverage. It's great. I want to welcome you to this house. We hope that this morning you have excellent health. Your energy level is through the roof. And of course, your vibrations are positive. Selfishly, we hope your morning is big enough, flexible enough that you can spend good time with us. Hopefully, we get you on board and get you expressing your thoughts and views. We know you have them. It's just about whether or not you're going to share them. Well, we hope if you do, this is the spot you're going to do it. Before we get down to the conversation, of course, let me introduce myself. I'm Mose Hyde. I'm hosting. We're going to start with what we call the warm-ups. We've got a bit of news for you this morning. Before we get to the news, we've got your weather forecast. There's a reason why we got on one lead jacket. It's a little bit kind of uncomfortable. Forgot on just one t-shirt, especially in the morning. It's a cold front saying hello to us in mid-November. And we love it, don't we? We do, right? Cold front is like a lee break from all the humidity that we are very accustomed to. But we're going to find out more about the weather, and we're going to find out from forecaster Catherine coming back from the National Meteorological Service. Going to hear if we got more of this little coolness going on for another day or not. So here we go. We get started with the weather forecast.
In Belize, cool, windy, and mostly dry conditions will prevail through much of the day. Later, expect an increase in moisture and instability. The 24-hour forecast for Belize and her coastal waters calls for cloudy skies today with sunny breaks, along with isolated showers or periods of light rain to develop offshore. High temperatures today will range from 77 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast to 78 inland and 68 over the mountains. Tonight, the skies will be mostly cloudy with outbreaks of showers, thunderstorms, and periods of rain to develop mostly over central, northern, and offshore areas. Low temperatures tonight will be 68 along the coast to 63 inland and 58 in the higher elevations. The winds will blow from the north to northwest at 10 to 20 knots with higher gusts, and the sea state will be rough. A small craft caution remains in effect for gusty winds and locally rough seas in northerly swells. Operators of small crafts should exercise caution. A low tide will occur at 10:40 this morning, a high at 4:56 in the evening, a low at 10:09 tonight, and a high at 4:25 a.m. The sun rose at 5:56 this morning and will set at 17 minutes past 5. The moon will set at 41 minutes past midday and rise at 12:31 tomorrow morning. The outlook for Thursday and Thursday night is for cloudy skies along with outbreaks of showers, thunderstorms, and periods of rain to develop mainly over northern and central areas. In the sargassum forecast, satellite data suggests that a few small sargassum mats continue to linger near the coast of Belize. The forecast suggests that these mats will drift generally southward parallel to the coast during the coming days. However, overall impacts are expected to remain minimal. And in the tropical weather outlook, the North Atlantic remains quiet for the next several days, and therefore no tropical cyclone is expected to affect Belize and her coastal waters. And that concludes your morning forecast that was prepared here at the National Meteorological Service.
The first private radio in Belize since 1989. Creme FM presents the news. Informative, accurate, current information, local, regional, and international news, weather and sports. And now, the news.
Here's some stories making the news this morning. The Office of the Prime Minister on Tuesday announced a major cabinet shuffle coming 5 years after the decennial PUP first came to power in November 2020. The biggest shift concerns Honorable Karim Musa, who is being relieved of Home Affairs. He will now be responsible for immigration, governance, and labor. Honorable Henry Usher takes up Home Affairs and Enterprise. Meanwhile, Honorable Francis Fonseca relinquishes immigration and regains the Ministry of Education. While Honorable Oscar Kenya will return to rural transformation, local government, and community development. We note that during the first Bisenio administration, Kenya held that same portfolio along with Labour. Another notable change is in relation to Honorable Mai, who retains agriculture and food security, but loses enterprise and gains new growth industries. Honorable Florencio Marin Jr. will now be responsible for public service and disaster risk management. At the end of October, Prime Minister John Bisenio, when asked, did not deny the report that he was considering a reshuffle.
You always contemplate that at all times. I mean, that's something that you think everything. But if you look at it, next month, November, it's going to be 5 years that we've been really in government. You know, I believe that there's always room for improvement. Whether we're going to be a reshuffle or not, that's left to be seen. I mean, we need to continue to work, and we have our Plan Belize 2.0 that we must continue to try to implement as best as we possibly can.
Last Monday, the Attorney General and an official from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs met with senators to answer questions in relation to the Safe Third Country Agreement that was signed by Belize and the United States on October 20th. On Tuesday, the motion went before the Senate for ratification. Lead Opposition Senator Honorable Patrick Farber recorded that they have grave concerns about the agreement and that these were not properly addressed at the meeting with the senators. He believes there's been a lack of transparency and public consultation on the matter.
But don't tell us that the United States doesn't try or didn't try to get us to engage in this agreement as a way of pressuring us to do certain things. Don't tell me that. Because then why else would it be so secretive? To support the arguments that my friend the lead senator for government waxed poetically just now about all the agreements we've signed before and how this is something good for humankind and taking in refugees. Well, why America not keep them? We have to be at least a bit curious, a bit speculative, Madam Chair, Madam President, that the agenda here is to send personas non grata from the United States or who are seeking to get into the United States into Belize and other countries because, we know what, then they so uno take them and do it as a favor for us. I'd prefer to think of it that way because that's what my friend, the good senator from the government side said. It's no, they're not pressure, but you know, then he asked me as we're friends to take it on. One of the most glaring pieces, Madam President, of this agreement is that section that said, nothing set forth in this agreement shall be interpreted in such a way that commits the disbursement or allocation of funds by the parties. This has got to be the most alarming thing. So we will take these citizens of other countries who are seeking refuge. America is telling us, and if you listen to the government when they speak about this, they say, no man, we will have arrangements later on. I don't believe anything what the government say. So easily. We have to be convinced. And the Belizean people need to be convinced because they are tired of being lied to, especially by this administration. I listen as my friend, the lead opposition senator again, celebrates 5 years today. 5 years of lies. 5 years of pulling the wool over the eyes of Belize.
Farber was shut down by leader of government business for the day, Attorney General Anthony Sylvester, when he said there is speculation that the signing of the agreement is tied to Belize obtaining the MCC funds and that Hydro Belize Limited shares will end up in the hands of a United States non-green, non-efficient entity. Farber also highlighted the fact that while the foreign minister has said Belize will only accept 10 transferees per year, no figure is specified in the agreement. He called on the Bisenio administration to abandon the agreement and hold public consultations before it is brought back to the Senate. As such, the opposition did not support the agreement.
This agreement causes us to be very concerned about other happenings between Belize and the United States, or between the region and the United States. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't hear and again, before my friend Senator Guerra jumps up and talks about relevance, I am talking about the pressure that the great United States has on our small countries, which it seems to me is very evidently displayed here in this agreement that we're asked to support today. And we don't have any other chance to deal with these things. So they're sending warships in our waters in this region, Madam President. Did Belize make a statement? Did the foreign minister say something officially about that kind of thing? This agreement may not be a bad thing altogether. And I don't want that to be what is taken away. As we've said to the United States, who we protest, we support, we vehemently state is our ally and our friend. In fact, that is why I fully endorse what my friend, the senator from the other side, suggested should have been done in order to handle this matter. The way he put it, that like if your friend can ask you if stand side of you on something to help do something, you are more inclined to help your friend because he's your friend and you work together on other issues together. But that's not what the government has come to do. And so it leads us to believe that there is some pressure, and the devil, as you know, Madam President, is in the details. And so we have to be concerned. If they give us less reasons to speculate, it would be better, you know. And we said this to the United States, but you know what is true, Madam President? It is not the duty of the United States to share with this National Assembly what the details are.
After 5 hours of debate, the resolution was passed with a vote of 8 in favor and 5 against. The church senator and the business senator joined with the PUP senators in supporting the resolution, while the NGO senator and the NTUCB senator opposed it. The U.S. government shutdown entered 42 days Tuesday, but it's expected that a funding bill approved by the Senate Monday night will be voted on today. Thereafter, it would go to the president for signing, effectively ending the shutdown. President of the Belize Hotel Association, Ronaldo Malik Jr., told us they have seen some cancellations linked to the shutdown, but they are encouraging members to apply the kind of flexibility from COVID times, allowing visitors to rebook rather than lose monies paid. Officially, the high season begins next week.
Yes, so we have seen a bit of an uptick in cancellations right now. And no, you will not have seen, or we will not be seeing a change in the traffic to Belize itself, because the 10% mandatory reduction in flights was set out in a way where it's mostly affecting regional flights within the US and not the international flights. So what that means, though, is that while the scheduled flights from our connection points like Houston, Dallas, Miami, etc., are unaffected, it does mean that those traveling from other areas that need to connect or had flights scheduled to connect through those departure points, that those are affected. So they can get to that second leg of their flight, or in some cases, the third leg of their flights, right? So let's say that if you're coming from somewhere in Wyoming and you're needing to connect through Houston or Dallas, that flight coming to Houston or Dallas is the one that's canceled right now. And so you can't get to the next departure point. So we are seeing an uptick in cancellations. What I know we're doing at the Moyono group, as well as what I'm recommending to my other BHA members, is to adopt a similar stance to what we had during COVID, where we encourage travelers to not do a cancellation but to just simply rebook. And for us to do that, it's just a matter of being flexible with our cancellation policies, because as you would imagine, if you're within the last 15 days leading up to your stay, the most cancellation policies would dictate that you're out of luck now. You forfeit the entire amounts that you've paid.
Malik explained that even though the next funding bill, if approved, will only cover government expenditure for 3 months, the shutdown goes deeper in its impacts.
I saw that particularly with federal workers, there is a promise. They are supposed to get their back pay, and they're saying that they should get their back pay within 48 hours after the bill is passed. So we have hope for that as well. But you have to understand it goes further than the federal government shutdown, right? The federal government is the largest employer in the US. So that what that means is that federal employees power the economy to a very large extent. They're the ones that go out and shop in the malls, in the supermarkets, etc. And so if your retailers aren't getting business, it then means that they have to they are struggling. And when they start to struggle, then they start to do layoffs as well. So while the retailers themselves aren't necessarily tied directly, it's an indirect effect that's felt from the federal government shutdown. And they also support, like the SNAP program that you've heard a lot about, that also empowers the less fortunate to be able to shop for groceries and other basic items. But again, it hurts the retail sector, because then the retail sector doesn't have the same turnover. And when they stop selling, then they stop paying employees as well. So it's a, I'm not going to say it's a trickle-down effect. It's a cycle.
The Forensic Laboratory of Belize National Forensic Science Service this week released data that showed how many drivers and victims involved in road traffic accidents were under the influence. That is 68% of them. Jian Cho, the executive director of the BNFSS, clarified that the data released, which were gathered from January to June 2025, does not reflect all road traffic incidents during that time period, only the samples which were analyzed. He said samples can take a month or so to be analyzed, depending on circumstances. He further clarified that samples were not gathered from all incidents, as accident victims don't have to submit samples, but they would be charged with a misdemeanor if they refuse to do so.
For this time period, I believe it was 179 samples that were analyzed during January to June and reported on. So the statistics, those pie charts, are referring to what was analyzed. And just to point out as well, you may or may not know that if you're involved in a road traffic incident and you're asked to give a sample, you're not forced to give a sample. You can refuse, and you can get charged with a misdemeanor offense. So this amount of sample and these data are not representative of all 100% of road traffic incidents. So it's just for those for which samples were obtained. And those samples would either be driver, passenger if there was a fatality, or victim if there was a fatality. So we're not talking all driver samples. We're talking anybody who was involved in the accident and from whom a sample was obtained, right? And so for the post-mortem data, which is a subset of that 179, I think it was 62 post-mortem samples. Those would either be driver, passenger, or victim as well. So it's not all driver, no?
Just said that sometimes those with positive results do challenge it, but he explained there is a mechanism in place for such cases.
If it's a motor vehicle or an offense under a motor vehicle and road traffic act, the accused has the right to receive their duplicate of their sample, so they can get it sent to a lab of their choice to do the analysis if they want to dispute the findings of our laboratory. But I can tell you that the labs that they would send it to do not use the same instrumentation that we use. We use higher thresholds of forensic analysis versus a clinical lab that just does some more presumptive testing. So, and our analysts go to court quite often to explain their findings to the defense attorney or to the accused or to the judge or magistrate. So in that sense, it's challenged. It's supposed to be challenged because it's forensic evidence. But in terms of being found inaccurate, no, we don't have that issue. I mean, because we have several quality system requirements in place, training, equipment, reagents, controls, etc., that ensure that when we report our values, we even include the uncertainty statement to say the true value lies somewhere between this point and this point, right? So we don't say it's absolutely 100% this point. We say it's a range.
All right, and that's the end of our morning news update inside the WUB, Wake Up Billy's Morning Vibes. We're going to take ourselves a small break. When we come back on the other side, we're going to open up for a conversation here on Creme Radio and on XTV. We will be right back.
Informative, accurate, current information. Crem's newscast. Local, regional, and international news. Weather and sports.
En Atlantic Bank, tu comodidad es nuestra prioridad. Nuestro centro de contacto está diseñado para mejorar tu experiencia bancaria. Con una amplia gama de opciones de servicio al cliente, ahorras tiempo y esfuerzo. Puedes llamar fácilmente para bloquear o desbloquear tus tarjetas de débito y crédito, realizar consultas de cuentas y acceder a información detallada de tus tarjetas. Ya sea que necesites asistencia con la banca en línea, apoyo para comercios o consultas generales, nuestro equipo está listo para ayudarte. Para mayor comodidad, si todos los operadores están ocupados, puedes dejar tu número y un operador te devolverá la llamada lo antes posible para asegurarse de que recibas el apoyo que necesitas. Para mayor seguridad, es posible que necesitemos verificar tu identidad con un conjunto de preguntas sencillas. Recuerda, Atlantic Bank nunca solicitará tu nombre de tu usuario ni contraseña de Atlantic Online por llamada telefónica, mensaje de texto o correo electrónico, asegurando que tu información personal permanezca segura y protegida. Nuestro equipo de apoyo está disponible de lunes a viernes, de 8 a.m. a 6 p.m. en inglés y en español. Simplemente marca al 223-1212. Esta es la línea dedicada para nuestro centro de contacto. Atlantic Bank se compromete a brindarte un servicio excepcional y las herramientas que necesitas para administrar tus finanzas de manera conveniente y segura. Aprovecha al máximo nuestro servicio del centro de contacto.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Want all the postpaid perks without the commitment? Now you can with smart supercharged prepaid plans. All the talk, text, and data you need. No contracts, no hassle. Pay upfront for your package and enjoy total freedom. No commitments. Just simple, flexible plans that fit your life. Pick your power, Core, Edge, or Prime. Prepaid plans, ready when you ready. Commit to no commitments and get yours today. Dial 7526 or star 100 pound key, use the Smart app, or visit a Gimme Dollar agent to purchase today. Smart, bringing people together.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
All right, welcome back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. It's Wednesday morning, the 12th of November, 2025. Mose Hyde hosting. We've completed the preliminaries, which means we are now open for the business of conversation. This is where we can exchange thoughts, views, and opinions. Not here for the preaching, not here for the sermon, here for the reasoning. And we can't have a conversation if we only have one person. So we need to have people on the line, people calling in. And the number for you to get in is 280-5848. We've got our first call of the morning. Krem, good morning, WB.
Morning, Mose. Morning, Belize.
Good morning.
This is a quick call. When I called in on Tuesday, as it relates to the recent hair discrimination being reported at Worcester College, I read from BBN September 27, 2025, Belize Association of Principals of Secondary Schools, BAP, elects new executive leadership. But I was reading from this, but I'm being told that the vice chair, because according to this report, the vice chair, and this is again the 27th September 2025, the vice chair, according to this report, is Sherilyn Welch, the principal of Worcester College. But I'm being told that that is not who the vice chair is, that person is not the principal at Worcester College, and that and again, if I wrong, I stand for be corrected. The principal that's what I was told. I don't know what the name of that person is, but that's what I was told. Regardless, because I just didn't want to be sharing wrong information. But I was just citing, because yesterday I never cited where I get the information from. So I'm citing where I got the information from. In any case, the principal of Worcester College was at that meeting that WUB Educational Foundation presented and Human Rights Commission of Belize presented. So I know that sometimes there wasn't any, the Ministry of Education doesn't know serious awareness campaigns for shared knowledge. Pretty much you have two camps on this position. Those who say rules are rules of a college, and others who say no. The Minister of Education came out a number of times and said this is a violation of the Constitution of Belize. One, student should not be denied an education, that means they send them home, and two, because of their hairstyle. And so I want, and I agree that sometimes people may not have the knowledge, and if they don't have the knowledge, then how you hold people accountable for wrong when you, Minister of Education, did not actively ensure that the knowledge was shared, opportunity for people to ask questions, the answer, that wasn't done. But I called back this morning for this specifically, that whoever the principal at Worcester College was at that meeting that Human Rights Commission of Belize and UEF presented. So I could say categorically that principal heard the legal position of why it is that Belizean students have a right to an education that you shouldn't send them home because of their hairstyle based on the Constitution of Belize. And more, somehow we are aware, people would say sometimes, doing this work gets weary, you get discouraged, you rest. And you have others who would say, remember, we do the work in the physical realm. In the spiritual realm, and for Christians that might have one different meaning, but for people like me who do the African spirituality, we say we African ancestresses and ancestors, the working in the spirit realm, and sometimes we don't remember that. And then when something manifests that we never step on the horizon, like say, with people in the work. And I started to say that yesterday when I hear say that the new Minister of Education starting Monday, November 17th, remember when I forgot up Punta Topia, is Minister Francis Fonseca. Now, this is an interesting development for UEF in particular, because in February of this year, before the election, remember he nominated Minister all along. And in February, because I would usually send a text whenever there's a hair discrimination reported, and they will just accept them. But when I sent it to her in February, and I tell her how, the human rights violations of Belizean students need to stop now, he texts back and said, yes, I agree. We can work together to address after the election. And I was like, wow, and I make sure I put that now on news item. But then after the election, he might get the Minister of Education portfolio. Well, he get it back starting the 17th of November. So you know, right now, early, the 18th of November, I did send one email to say, okay, make we meet. We want a law. UEF is very clear. We want a law that has penalties, stiff penalties, for any school that violates Belizean students' rights by denying them an education and not allow them to come to school with their hair, however they choose to express themselves, as long as it's clean. So for me, that's a win, because we are holding minister, well, November 17th, the new Minister of Education accountable to ensure that these violations stop. And one more thing more, maybe I had to be sensitive, I don't know, but I checked and I don't see none of the mainstream media house report on this recent Wesley College hair discrimination. No, they usually do. I just to say that happened Monday, today that Wednesday. I not see the report. I see it on Facebook. I think it's Belize News Network. That's the only one where I see, and so I flag it as an observation. So that makes some sense this morning.
Yeah. So I think you've kind of provided Exhibit A for something that I wanted to touch on this morning, if I got a chance. This is standard, right? The way it works with reshuffle, and I think it is appropriate that that's the term that is used, reshuffle, because reshuffle make it seems suggest, you know, when you do reshuffle on cards, that it's a arbitrary thing, right? When you're reshuffling. So I like that they use the term, and it's standard. And the way how this thing works, since I've been observing the reshuffle, is that the first thing that happens is that there is it begins in the whisper cloud, and there are rumors of the reshuffle, and for some reason there's always rumors of the reshuffle. Now let us understand what a reshuffle is. A reshuffle is a singular situation. It is the Prime Minister's prerogative by our Constitution to choose who is going to be a part of the executive. All that means is that who are getting a ministry, which ministry, and when you get a ministry, you be what I call like minister of state, which is like a deputy minister. You become a part of the executive, meaning you the in the cabinet. And we have this unique situation with this thing where we call representative democracy. Almost all of the people when are serving in the house, extremely high percentage one in the cabinet, be a part of the executive. So one of the constant reform thing is to make this have any semblance of constructive balance. You can't have the entire set of representatives there in the executive. You know, got nobody who could have something to say to the executives, to the cabinet. And so, but that is not the point I want to get into this morning. The point I want to get into is that the way the whole reshuffle works is, one, you get the rumors that the reshuffle, and then everybody start whisper, who want to get reshuffle, who going away. But this is all happening informally, whisper circles, street side, within political circles. This is going on. And then the day comes, the big announcement. Remember now, the reshuffle is not, at least to the best of my understanding, a thing that is even a conversation at the level of the cabinet. we don't know who is involved in the analysis that guides a reshuffle. So, based on what we are able to see from outside, this is dependent on the Prime Minister's wisdom, discretion, and the extent to which the Prime Minister is intimately up to date on how these ministries, because we are never told, nobody, when a reshuffle is done, and this is, we've seen reshuffles all the time, we do not believe that a reshuffle is like me deciding this morning, well, I want to wear one jacket. No, I don't wear one jacket all year, but this morning I wear one jacket, or tomorrow I might have a different shirt. Or these are choices I make with my fashion. But a reshuffle, who is minister of what? Because again, how our system is designed is extremely consequential. It is not, they would like you to believe that with everybody equal, everybody to perform how they perform. No, you will never hear, so very rare. There has been instances where ministers have been punished. But what we are never going to get, we have never gotten, is any notes accompanying the reshuffle. So then what happens after the reshuffle is that now we must now become, and some people are good, right? They have great tentacles within the inner workings of a particular government, and they hear enough rumors and shush, and they formulate solid hypotheses, theories, and sometimes they're accurate, but it is all based on, you have to try guess it out. Because no reshuffle comes with notes. No announcement to say, well, it's, in this case, this reshuffle is not even announced. It is a release. When I say announced, it's not. Nobody comes forward. The Prime Minister doesn't come and say, I have decided to do this and blah, blah, blah. And no, we get a release and people have been moved and there's no accompanying, you would say, objectives or motivation or reason. Somebody said, well, why is that your business? That because we've been conditioned to think that, well, we should not expect anything. Uno could try guess, uno could try say, as we will now do, pundits. I think that this is a disciplinary situation. I think that this is one, somebody get upset with somebody. Yeah, think that this. We could think all we want. We could have our theories, but there will be no official explanation. And I feel, one, reshuffles are not what you would call, they are not just stylistic. They're not just the reshuffle for styles. I don't think any reshuffle has been based on just, man, make we create one news here, make we try one different mix, make like we play one game, what the game you play where you go wrong, musical chairs, like make we play just when the music stop, where you stop, then where you go, make we just shake things up. Like that's not what reshuffles have been. So there's always things behind the scene with reshuffles, and I contend that we should not be in a guessing game. And just your singular experience that I find to be a very dramatic a situation where we are now flipping Minister of Education in a very short period of time. Had a Minister of Education, he was there for a long time. We bring in a new one, and then we're moving out the new one and bringing back the old one. Now, the argument would be made, well, the Ministry of Education is a very, you have a lot of people who are working in the Ministry of Education who are not on a day-to-day basis. They will not simply just become, discombobulated because there's been a change. But the power of a minister is real, and the personal preferences, styles, and focus and objectives differ from one person to the next. If for the only reason, in this instance, you have the outgoing Minister of Education is coming out of rural Toledo, the returning Minister of Education is coming out of the Belama, Freetown area, representing Belize City. And so these individuals are different. One is a lawyer, one is a farmer, has his background in education. You cannot tell me that it is seamless, that the 6.5 dozen moving forward. There is a difference, there is a change. You now have to, after having met with the previous Minister of Education, you've had conversation with the incoming Minister of Education, but then things have moved since his exit. Now you will have to reset with an incoming Minister of Education. This is just a single experience to point out that a reshuffle is not just optical. A reshuffle has background, objectives, and reasons all the time. The way that we are treated is that it is none of our damn business why a reshuffle is being done. And I don't know how people feel about it. I don't even want to, I never get into the business of the speculative business of trying to figure out what it means, as if though I'm trying to, like when you're reading you're reading a poem and you're trying to understand what the poet is talking about. Like, for me, that represents a very shallow level of transparency and accountability. Because I'm not saying that every detail is to be put out for public viewing, but a constructive report to accompany a thing as significant as a reshuffle should be the standard. It's never been done, but not because it has never been done, not because they don't get used to, you know, you could guess. It means that that is the way it should be. I contend that a shuffle is a significant thing, and we are now left only with what you would call the bare minimum. Who going where and who the left where and who to take over what. It has impact. Individual elected people are different. Their values are different, even within one party, even though they will never project that. And their priorities are different. And trust me, as much as you have a wide public service beneath a particular minister, there will be a change in the climate from one person to the other. And so, while we understand that it is within the law to have the reshuffle, it is the way the Constitution has designed it. This is not arbitrary, and because it's not arbitrary, some accompanying what is it? You're trying to become more efficient. If you say we try to become more efficient, then you're saying, well, somebody has not been efficient. If you understand what I'm saying, sister, like that's how I feel right now. This morning I wanted to jump in on that, because I know that we are used to it and people will move on. The reshuffle will move out of the headlines. It just always makes for good headlines. It makes for good news. The reshuffle. But you have to guess and speculate as to what is being, what the goals are and what the reasons are for the movement of persons the loss of a ministry, or the relocation, or in this case, we have somebody being returned the ministry. After I think it was put out in last night Channel 7 report. The Minister Fonseca has said that that having the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Education, like the Ministry of Education, I think he was referring to either the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Foreign Affairs, are things that should be by themselves heavy lifting. So, but we are just going to spend the rest of the time while this is in the news cycle speculating, and then we move on to other bigger things. But it is one of the things that I have to say, I'm confessing, it gnaws at me that it's just going to go like that. It goes like that all the time. All administrations have done it like this. Then what is it? Then the reshuffle is just a dance. It's just it's empty. There are no objectives. There are no reasonings. There's no justifications. Very often reshuffles always involves a bit of punitive things going on. All reshuffles, and this is my view and opinion, there's a bit of punitive justifications involved in that. But the standard, yes.
I never think about it the way that you say it this morning, and I have to say, it makes all the sense. It really, really does. And beyond that, we also said this morning, is the impact of when you change leadership, the impact it has on the entire, everybody will respond because they have different energy, different ways to manage, different ways to relate. I never think about all that, but when they do this reshuffle, and so that it should not be, I think the media houses, they have to collectively hold the Prime Minister accountable upon that. Like, that needs to change. I agree that we need to know before a reshuffle happens, why it has to be standardized. Why you do a reshuffle. And one of the things, yes, I did read that indeed, that Fonseca had said that like Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs are two big ministries, and really they should have two separate ministers. That's the one. I don't care how good you're good for one person having the Ministry of Education, I believe, have the biggest budget. Out of all the other ministries. And finally, what's interesting is two of the former Prime Minister Belize's sons, both Karim Musa and Charles Usher, one brother lose the Ministry of Home Affairs and the next brother get it. And I don't think that has ever happened before. So I think that's an interesting note in the cabinet reshuffle, but very, very good observation and point to put forward on that this morning was definitely something for a think about, because I never think about it like that, and it does have. Yeah, we should know why. What makes somebody more efficient? And if they're for efficiency, that would be one common sense thing to think that for efficiency. So if they're never efficient in this ministry, what kind of training, what kind of analysis because you still give another ministry. And if efficient, if the things are never efficient not get looked at, not get strengthened, then they take their inefficiency back to the next ministry where the center aim was.
They will say you have people where have conditioned, and as you would quickly identify, it's a part of the whole colonized experience where you couldn't question the governor. You couldn't. You never have grounds to feel like you could question the colonial representatives. We were not considered their equals. So you have people who might view my position as being that I am being I'd be facey, to use the term we use, like how dare me want to know why they do what they do. And I will push back without apology and say, I feel it's the right of every Belizean, and I feel it is the public's right to know when their managers are being moved around. If I own a business and the person that I've put in charge is moving around supervisors, I I will not, it will not only be my right, it will be my natural response, is to say, why are you doing that? What happened with Supervisor A in that area? And why do you feel they'll be able to handle this particular area? That is a natural interest for somebody to have on whose business you are being responsible for. It's a natural response. Nothing unnatural about it. Nothing, no kind of insubordination involved with that. This is not insubordination. The public cannot be insubordinate to the person that is serving on their behalf. As big and as powerful as that position is, and my goodness, the Constitution creates a very powerful office of the Prime Minister. Extremely powerful. That is enabled by the Constitution. But it is an office that serves on behalf of the people of Belize. That office is subordinate to our interests. That's how I see. And so when you have this kind of rearrangement in the executive, and again the Constitution makes the executive enormously powerful. That's why many in reform business would say we have one cabinet monarchy. The Constitution creates that scenario. But still with that, if you are going to be moving around where the power resides, but you provide only the bare minimum when it comes to details, we would only know who where and who are left where, as if though it is none of our business as to, well, why you are making such choices. And you know, in the Ministry of Education is a case in point that you would have to explain why it seems you have had to reverse track so quickly on this matter. But I don't imagine we are going to get confirmed answers or clarity on any of this, because the business of not telling us is a finely tuned and consistent approach. That's what I have experienced. But sister, thanks for the call. It is 7:37. This is the WUB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. I have to go to 2 Cents Calm, sponsored by 4 Point Security. We'll take a first break after that.
You're watching WUB and this is XTV. And each and every day we have a lot of accidents in our city. Alright? I'm going to go find out the people at 2 cents. Why we got so much accident to happen? Is it cellular phone? I don't wear your seatbelt? Or people have to pay due care and attention? Let's go find out the people at 2 cents. Happen. What do you think? Due care and attention? What do you think cause accident happen? What are your 2 cents, man?
First I want to know what the meaning of accident.
Like that. Like that right there. You think that do care attention and then you run the line. What are your 2 cents, man?
What are them?
The guy know you do it every day. You say this every day.
Yeah.
Right? And you question yourself, why then you run the light?
That's the way how humans act, man.
That's your 2 cents.
I believe that even if you say one green light, you still have to look out for other people where they're on red, because I mean, like, accident could happen quick.
Yeah.
You know, people like overtake, and you know, overtaking could cause accident. You know, the hurry. I see some people the hurry, they drive 100 miles an hour, and I drive 50 miles an hour, and I meet up to them when they're driving in the yard.
Yeah.
Because some bump and slow down, some vehicle and slow down. You don't have to hurry.
That's your 2 cents.
You don't have to hurry. Take your time, my bally. Take your time. Life precious. Life good.
You think people run the light? You think people run the light or people just...
You want to get the real and aside to go to City Council upstairs and somebody they up there will watch these cameras so you want to get the full clip of what transpired before you had transpired.
All right.
We have Vision Tech put them up so then they lit.
That you're too safe?
Yes, they lit.
Tired of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs, and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. Planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. Money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
En Atlantic Bank, tu comodidad es nuestra prioridad. Nuestro centro de contacto está diseñado para mejorar tu experiencia bancaria. Con una amplia gama de opciones de servicio al cliente, ahorras tiempo y esfuerzo. Puedes llamar fácilmente para bloquear o desbloquear tus tarjetas de débito y crédito, realizar consultas de cuentas y acceder a información detallada de tus tarjetas. Ya sea que necesites asistencia con la banca en línea, apoyo para comercios o consultas generales, nuestro equipo está listo para ayudarte. Para mayor comodidad, si todos los operadores están ocupados, puedes dejar tu número y un operador te devolverá la llamada lo antes posible para asegurarse de que recibas el apoyo que necesitas. Para mayor seguridad, es posible que necesitemos verificar tu identidad con un conjunto de preguntas sencillas. Recuerda, Atlantic Bank nunca solicitará tu nombre de tu usuario ni contraseña de Atlantic Online por llamada telefónica, mensaje de texto o correo electrónico, asegurando que tu información personal permanezca segura y protegida. Nuestro equipo de apoyo está disponible de lunes a viernes, de 8 a.m. a 6 p.m. en inglés y en español. Simplemente marca al 223-1212. Esta es la línea dedicada para nuestro centro de contacto. Atlantic Bank se compromete a brindarte un servicio excepcional y las herramientas que necesitas para administrar tus finanzas de manera conveniente y segura. Aprovecha al máximo nuestro servicio del centro de contacto.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Yes, I want to do farming. Fruits, vegetables, anything. You don't have to go there and buy, you have your own thing.
This never happened when I come here too, baby. That's what you do.
200 lots, more lots than people with the land of Ocasio. So when I pick them when I'm born yet to get land.
You could look at all of them, how happy they are. They're so, man, these people don't know how to express themselves right now.
People who have never had a land before, will live here for years, finally get something to say, okay, I have something in my name,
So when you get your piece of land, you have to hold on to your land. You have something to pass on to your picnic.
Use your land, make it useful.
Don't sell your land because it is gold. You're investing in your own selves and your children down the road.
I know how to say thank again because it's a great achievement.
Want all the postpaid perks without the commitment? Now you can with Smart Supercharged prepaid plans. All the talk, text, and data you need. No contracts, no hassle. Pay upfront for your package and enjoy total freedom. No commitments. Just simple, flexible plans that fit your life. Pick your power, Core, Edge, or Prime. Prepaid plans ready when you ready. Commit to no commitments and get yours today. Dial 7526 or *100 #key. Use the Smart app or visit a Gimme Dollar agent to purchase today. Smart, bringing people together.
infrastructure that impacts lives, provides opportunities, and enables the growth of communities and country. That has been the constant mission of the MIDH. The upgrading of the Guinea Grass Road has forged a vital link between the vibrant and productive communities of Shipyard, Guinea Grass, and the rest of Belize, which allows the smooth movement of goods and services. The transformation provided by meaningful infrastructure is very real.
We had really been struggling to transport these hoses on these roads, right? Since we have all the holes on the roads and stuff like that. We do not have that issue anymore, right? So now when we are delivering our hose, it comes to its location in a 100% complete product, right?
Before this highway came into place, this Tower Hill to Guinea Grass highway, there was a lot of bad things going on in terms of the road. It was bad. Potholes when it used to rain. People used to take a long time to come out and come into the village. And even teachers who are teaching here who have to commute find it very difficult to do their traveling every day.
Una gran diferencia. En el tiempo que estaba la carretera que no estaba pavimentada era demasiado polvo, demasiado. Y era como más despacio. Andabas como más lento porque pues no podías ir rápido. Pero ahorita es un gran beneficio, la mera verdad es. Yo creo que es lo mejor que el gobierno ha hecho. Yo estoy muy feliz, muy alegre con ello.
Well, now with this highway, now we have a lot of people, traversing the village. And our people in our village who have a small business like fast food, they're benefiting from that, no? Because people stop there in the morning, have their breakfast, and they go and continue their business.
Have business been increasing? Definitely. Yeah, we have realized when it comes to our customers, right? So we do not have the problems anymore that customer would say if they would call in, okay, where are you located, right? And I would say we're located entrance of Shipyard. And then they would say, okay, we have to travel the bad road or whatever. So that's not a question anymore.
In the past, I believe these students used to struggle, meaning going on the bus or traveling on pickup, and it took long, they reached late to their classes. But right now, the transportation is accessible and the highway is accessible. So from Guinea Grass to their destination, to Orange Rock, to the high schools in Orange Rock, it takes less time. Right now, I believe teachers, people smile because it only takes minutes to reach from Guinea Grass to Tower Hill.
When Shell V-Power flows through your engine, confidence flows through you. Choose the fuel that 100% cleans critical engine parts and keeps your engine performing like new.
back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes on this Wednesday morning, 12th November 2025. We're going to start now changing the energy as we've got guests coming into the house this morning. First guest in the house represents the sport of boxing. And it's big news happening with boxing. Carla, you'd have to just link us back. Quickly, let me introduce our guest because it's going to be busy this morning. We have Amir Rodon. He is a top boxer, and his coach Nate Sosa. They will be headlining an event coming up on November the 22nd at Swift Hall, and they're here in the house to tell us all about it. I know they say very mean things about boxing, but I love boxing. I want to sit down and watch great boxing. I think, I don't know, it's just something that goes deep and there's a deep connection. We know that there was once a time when boxing was a huge thing in Belize. Not so much right now, but the brothers that are in the house right now say that's going to change. So, without any more words from me, Amir, Nate, good morning, welcome to the show.
Good morning, thanks for having us on.
Thank you for having us.
Amir, tell us about yourself. What's your background in the sport of boxing and in Belize?
I've been fighting since I was 12 years old. I am currently a professional boxer representing our country in an upcoming fight November 22nd.
Where are you from?
Belize City.
You're from Belize City?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
St. Thomas Street.
St. Thomas Street?
Yes, sir.
Boy. How you pick up boxing from St. Thomas Street, brother?
There was a local gym nearby at the old IT vet compound.
Oh.
Yes, that's where I started.
Okay. And where have you been fighting? Like what?
At that time, I've been competing at the amateur level, just developing and getting experience.
Yeah.
But now I do compete professionally,
Where do you compete professionally?
Right here in Belize, yes. So our fights do get uploaded to BoxRec.
Okay.
So it's a database for all professional boxers.
So you are in your license.
Yes, sir.
By which
we do have a sanctioning body here locally.
Okay.
That sanctions the fight, or sometimes, like for example, this upcoming fight, the World Boxing Council will be sanctioning.
WBC is sanctioning this event.
Yes, sir.
Oh wow! So that has happened before. A WBC sanctioned event here in Belize.
It has.
It has.
It has.
Okay. And okay, so who are you going to beat up?
Carlos Elvira, that's the plan. Yes.
I know you don't know what the results are going to be, but you know we have to think that. Who you gonna beat up? So this guy is from where?
Veracruz, Mexico.
Veracruz, Mexico. Mexicans are tough.
Yes, sir.
It's a tall order to beat a Mexican.
Yes.
Well, it's about time. All right. So tell me about Amir's fighting style, Coach Nate. What kind of boxer is he? And you seem young to be a coach, but the coaches are usually grey like me and old and got belly and all of that. What's up with all of it? You seem younger than your boxer, man.
Yeah.
What's your background in training?
I've been coaching professionally for about 5 years, both in MMA and in boxing. Amir is one of the most technically skilled fighters. I am one of his most recent additions to his team.
Right.
Because he's been fighting since 12, but I've been coaching professionally for like 4 or 5 years.
Right.
So I was a recent addition to his team, but I'm glad to be a part of it and part of this event.
Okay, so I'm no boxing expert. I can just spar at some of the things that I would hear the announcers say. So when you say he's a technical boxer, since I've not seen him box before, is he a boxer? Is he a puncher? Is he a boxer puncher? Is he a defensive specialist? What do you describe him as?
A couple of those would describe him. He's definitely a boxer, a pure boxer. He's really good on defense and really good at counter fighting and finding openings within the opposing.
So he can set traps and
yes.
Okay, so what's your record?
9-0 professionally.
9-0 professionally.
4 knockouts.
Four knockouts.
That's right.
That means you have a sting. Okay, so this fighter that you're going to be fighting come the 22nd in Swift Hall. What's his background? What's his record?
He is 10-2.
10-2.
But 8 wins by knockouts.
Oh.
So he's a big puncher.
Oh.
8 victories by knockouts.
8 victories by So he's lost, but
two fights. Only two fights.
Yeah, but but he's just in the business as well. So he has a good record, 10-2, and he has a big punch.
Yes.
You have seen him fight?
On footage, yes.
On footage,
not live.
Can my director look for footage? Is there any footage of you like?
On YouTube, Amir Rodon, I guess you can
Amir Rodon, look for Amir Rodon Belize if you can find that, Christy. So we don't just want to talk about the boxing, we want to see the man could, pop, pop. Yeah, and I want to show my skills, Amir, because I have none. But listen here, St. Thomas Street, Belize City, what is it about boxing though? Like, it is a dangerous sport, right? Somebody will try beat you down, bad.
Right.
But what makes it work for you?
I believe that I'm carrying the nation's hope.
Right.
Throughout boxing, and I believe boxing is a great representation of life. Also, everything that we do is a fight.
Right.
Everything that we do is a challenge, but nevertheless, me accomplishing my dreams.
So this is you right here?
Yes, this is in Las Vegas, at Top Rank Boxing Gym.
So you've fought in Vegas?
No, trained.
No, trained in Vegas.
Yes.
Okay, so when you go to Top Rank Boxing in Vegas, how do you get connected and get in the gym? You just walk in the gym?
Actually, it was by means of contacting one of the coaches there via Instagram that I knew, and his son was signed to Top Rank, which is one of the biggest boxing promotional companies in the world.
Yeah.
And they got us invited to go and train at them.
All right, so now this is you in action now.
Yes, this is at Swifal also.
Okay.
Against a Mexican also.
Another Mexican.
Yes.
What was the result?
Well,
I don't know. Stupid question. So you're obviously taking this very seriously. You're very committed to this, right?
Yes, sir. 100%.
What ultimately will be success for you? You want to become a world champion,
right?
Do you feel that you're dreaming, or can you taste it? Do you think, are you convinced this will be manifested and this is going to happen?
Of course, I do believe that it will be manifested. I have a strong belief in God who opens doors for me, and I work very hard. And every year my dream becomes more clearer. For example, this fight will be fighting for a WBC regional title, so that ranks me as a champion on a regional basis.
So this is not just a fight.
This is the biggest fight of my career thus far.
Right. And it's going to be how many rounds?
8 rounds.
What division?
140 pounds.
140. That is like
super lightweight.
That's super lightweight. That's not welterweight.
No, welterweight is 147.
Okay, so you're super lightweight. All right, that would put you you're in Tank Davis's division.
Right around their division.
Right around
yes.
Tank Davis division. Oh boy, he tough though.
Yes.
Yeah, he tough. Do you see some of these guys on TV and think when I feel like I could have taken this guy?
Yes, I mean anything is possible as long as we work hard for it. I mean your part, what you've accomplished with this great station.
My part, I don't want Nepo baby. My part make this and I get a job. But listen here, fire me. But listen here, looking at the world of boxing and the history of boxing in Belize, to what extent have you kind of learned a bit about some of the great boxers that we've had in the past, or you have not really studied that?
I've heard about it.
Yeah.
I've heard about them, and my respect goes out to them. I've just never really tapped into that personal connection with them before, but I pay my respects to them and the great stories I hear about the Bird's Eye days.
Okay. So I'm looking at the clip of you at Swifal, and there's some people there. But how big is it going to be for you to fight in front of let's say Swifal is ram jam with Belizeans who are there for you? How important is that what you want to experience?
Yes, definitely. That's what I want to experience. I want to unite the people, and let them witness something great and special come November 22nd.
All right. Okay, so you're looking at this regional kind of certifying belt kind of. Have you claimed a championship here in Belize, or we don't really have
Yes, I'm currently the national lightweight champion.
Oh, see, man, you should have been set up from the start. Like, you have to learn how to box here, man. Like, that's the nature of a boxer. Yo, you're talking to the Belize lightweight champ. Okay, I got it. No, I know. This is serious. Coach, what you're preparing Amir for this big fight? Obviously, you don't want to give your game plan, but how confident you are that the Belizeans come out to the Swift Fall, they're going to see something special?
Because it's happened 9 times before.
All right. Yeah. That.
You know, it's 10 times the charm, 10 times the WC belt. We've studied his opponent. We know his tendencies. We've worked his tendencies. So all the work's been done. You know, it's just to put on a show.
No, all the work has not been done. All the preparation has been done. Only one man going out of the ring. Make I tell you, because you know where you need to go help him.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
You know where you need to go help him. That mirror one day in the face. One man punch, we knock out 8 of the 10 people he face.
Yeah.
So we need Belizeans at the Swift Fall.
We definitely need Belizeans at the Swift Fall. All the support, all the mental games that comes with it. You know, we want the Mexicans to feel like they're not the favorites. Mexican crowds tend to be very loud and I'm
sure the Mexicans who live in Belize are going to be at the Swift Fall.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So we need Belizeans to show up. Yeah. Could you tell me how they can? Like, are tickets being sold? What time is it? What's going on? Give me the info.
The event gates open at 7 p.m. First fight is scheduled to start at 7:30.
Right.
Tickets could be bought at Alpha Boxing Club on Cleghorn Street, or you could message Amir or Miss. You have a phone number for Miss?
Yes, 610-5030.
At 610-5030.
Are there ringside seats? Because I don't see no ringside seats. Seats like.
There's 3 different types of tiers. There's Ultra VIP, VIP, and General. Ultra VIP gives you a cocktail table with 3 chairs. Then VIP is right ringside, and then General seating around the bleachers.
We have to rally with Amir, that's for sure. For sure. So there are other fights. How many other fights?
8 other fights.
8 other fights. So
1 other professional and 7 amateur fights.
Okay, so this is the main bout.
Yes, sir.
And can you tell us about some of the other fighters that will be fighting?
Yes, the co-main event is Sherman Galvez. He is
but that's a name we know.
Yes,
right? That's a name I know.
Legendary name.
Legendary Belizean boxer. That is for
so
sure.
he's gonna put on a show. He's fighting on the co-main event. Right under him, we'll have Julian Pacheco, who is a WBC amateur champion. He won a WBC tournament that was sanctioned in San Ignacio. So a very skilled fighter originally from Kikaker, fighting out of Alpha Boxing alongside his team at San Pedro with Coach Michael Sobranes. And then we have a large Alpha Boxing team. So we have it will be a showcase for the gym. We have Akil Flowers, who is 1-0. We have Drew, who is a heavyweight making his debut. So all those heavyweight fights always put you on the edge of your seats when you see those big boys throwing punches. We have Erin Sosa, who is 1-0, our only female athlete. So we'll have female fights this event. We have Wilbert Delgado, who is one of the most high-paced fighters in Belize. His amateur record is, I think he has 5 amateur fights.
Yeah, I believe it.
So one of the most experienced amateurs in Belize. We also have Azim, who is a young up-and-coming star. He's 15, making his debut. We have BJ, who is Amir's nephew, who is the next champion, next future WBC, next future national champion, who has been fighting since he's 6 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So, did I miss anyone?
No, that's everyone.
That's everybody right there.
Yeah.
So, Amir, on this trajectory, do you see yourself, when do you see yourself going to fight regionally and then obviously internationally? How do you see, give us a sense of what you're seeing ahead of you.
After I get this victory and become recognized as a regional champion, then I'll receive more opportunities, and then I'll be able to fight on more international basis, which will help me to continue develop and go up in the rankings. And then comes the world title opportunities from the different organizations.
But your time is now. Your time is now.
Yes, within the next 5 years, I should see myself becoming a world champion.
All right, and for people who want to keep track of your career, I'm sure that you have all your social media handles, so you can just tell them how they can keep track with what's going on with Amir Rodon, Belizean boxer, lightweight champion, national lightweight champion, and fighting on a WBC sanctioned regional belt certification match against a Mexican fighter from Veracruz on Saturday at the Swift Hall here in Vernon Street, Saturday, November the 22nd. So that's next week, Saturday. Make your plans, get your tickets. We want the place rocking. We want to be straight Belize. There are 8 other bouts going on, but for the social media links, how can they track you? IGs, Facebook, and all of that?
Yes, on Instagram it's KingMir_02, and on Facebook it's Amir C. Rodon. You guys can reach out to me if you want tickets. You can follow my progress there, and I appreciate all the support that you guys continue to give me.
And what's your advice to a youngster right now that's thinking, man, I don't know where I like boxing, I would want to develop. What's your advice to that person listening, watching right now when it comes to boxing, who would want to be in the ring?
Alpha Boxing Club is where you need to be at, you know.
Alpha Boxing Club.
Alpha Boxing Club. We have a great community, you know. We try to nurture kids to become future champions, not only inside the ring but outside the ring as well, because that's an important part that we play also.
Coach Nate, before you wrap, what's the number one reason why Belizeans have to be at Swift Hall November 22nd?
It's a groundbreaking event. He'll be the first Belizean born and raised to have a WBC sanctioned belt. That says it all. It's a really big stepping stone in Belizean boxing. Even though Belizean boxing was huge back in the day, this is the biggest event to date.
Yeah, man. Let's go back to glory.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Give you thanks to both of you who joined me, and I wish you all the best. Try my best to make it. I'm very interested to see that being accomplished, and just put that good old 1-2, put the boy down on the ground. Then, after that we could treat us as Belizean hospitality, but only after that. All right. Yes, good. Sir. You guys have a great fight. I wish you all the best. Amir, continue the great work.
Thank you very much.
All right. This is WUB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. We're going to come back at you after this break.
Get ready, Belize. The deals are drumming louder than ever at Benny's. On November 18th, for one day only, Benny's is turning up the savings with the Drumming Deals one-day sale event. Find amazing discounts on selected items such as paints, fans, lights, faucets, tiles, and so much more. Plus, get B-Bucks with every purchase. Remember, B-Bucks is free money. So don't miss out. Visit any Benny's location countrywide on Tuesday, November 18th. Drum up some savings this massive season with the Drumming Deals one-day sale event only at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Here's how to access your contribution history on the My Social Security portal. First, go to your browser and type ssbportal.org.bz. Enter your email and password, then click Log In. Once logged in, you'll see your full portal account on the screen. On the left-hand side, you'll notice a drop-down menu for added features. Click on History. Choose Contributions. Read the disclaimer, then click Continue. You'll now see a full window displaying your contribution history. In the table, each row represents a different year. For example, let's look at the year 2024. Click on the row and a detailed breakdown will appear. This breakdown includes your employer's name, your earnings for each month and week, contribution type, the amounts paid, and that's how you can explore the new contribution feature on the My Social Security portal. It's quick, easy, and keeps your Social Security information right at your fingertips. Create your account today.
Yes, I want to do farming. Fruits, vegetables, anything. You don't have to go there and buy, you have your own thing.
This never happened, but I can't do it, that's why you do.
200 lots, more lots than people with the land of Cassia. So when I pick them when I ban yet to get land.
You could look at all of them, how happy they are. They're so, man, these people don't know how to express themselves right now.
People who have never had a land before, will live here for years, finally get something to say, okay, I have something in my name, you know.
So when you get your piece of land, you have to hold on to your land. You have something to pass on to your picnic.
Use your land, make it useful.
Don't sell your land because it is gold. You're investing in your own selves and your children down the road.
I know how to say thank again because it's a great achievement.
Sea una persona ocupada o atrapado en el tráfico, o que tenga una circunstancia adversa o muy exigente, la tensión se acumula y lo estresa. El estrés ataca a todos en cualquier momento, a cualquier edad. El estrés es un asesino. Es mejor estar vivo que muerto, así que visite la farmacia de Freetown para obtener opciones.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué puedo hacer para usted hoy?
Estoy bien estresado.
Ok, tengo una pastilla que le va a ayudar, ¿ok? Que toma una de eso al día para 10 días y va a estar bien después, ¿right?
Ok. Farmacia Freetown, carretera 28 Freetown, donde estás mejor vivo que muerto. Farmacia Freetown, teléfono 22 32 87 6.
All right. On the one fun day on, the window open and the light may turn off. It looks like you listen to me, Jamie.
Not only that, I even get a new coffee mug. We keep my coffee hot all day.
I'm impressed. You don't look like you're so hard here.
Better than that, BL can change my meter to one of their new smart meter. They call it the AMI.
Oh, I hear about it on TV for BL ad, you know.
Yes, man. They don't reach the money better to change it right now. Let's go check it out.
Hey guys, I'm almost done here.
So now when you reach my area?
We're upgrading meters across Breeze. House by house, business by business. Always look out for BL logo, uniforms, and IDs. BL will make you know when we're in the area. The EMI meter rollout is a part of BL strategy to modernize our energy services.
You don't need to come in at my house, right?
Come in at your house, boss, only if you got something good for you.
BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
When Shell V-Power flows through your engine, confidence flows through you. Choose the fuel that 100% cleans critical engine parts and keeps your engine performing like new.
Un grupo de gente que hemos trabajado muy duro y la tierra es para la gente de Bellavista. ¿Para qué? Para que los jóvenes puedan tener tierra. ¿Para qué? Para que los jóvenes puedan desarrollarse en el futuro. Algo que les hacía falta por mucho tiempo. Nuestros padres vienen de las fincas bananeras. Somos gentes que hemos sufrido mucho y ustedes como jóvenes se merecen mejores oportunidades.
If you didn't have land before, you will have land now. Once you have land, you have wealth.
I think they want to build, they want to settle.
I'm already having dreams of my home and everything.
You know, the wires are just, I'm really excited. I'm really happy. I can finally begin to build a house.
It's just a great feeling, you know.
Mi amigo es un hermano, una persona para el pobre. ¿Estamos de acuerdo?
back to the WUB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. It's a busy Wednesday for us in studio as we continue with a lineup that features very special guests to us. We had a boxer. Well, we're going to step out of the ring, and now we're going to deal with something where most of you are very familiar with. We call it sugar, but it's actually diabetes. When you know I hear about that, you know, better stay right to pound a day. You don't have to hear about it. It's a celebration for awareness. And here to tell us all about the celebration of World Diabetes Day coming up on the 14th of November, which is on Friday, we have, used to always come and defend and tell you all about diabetes, and then I wouldn't say give you up, because then you catch feelings. You know, you just become occupied with other things. But we're glad and happy to say after all this long time, we have the great Miss Sharon Fraser, who's now the legal advisor and diabetes educator. Good morning to you, Miss Sharon. You know it's good to see you. You know it's good to see you. You know it's good to see you.
Yes.
And then we have with us the program organizer for the Belize Diabetes Association, Monica Stewart. Who that Miss Sharon Picnic? I never know that. So if I may try do anything wrong, look where I put myself in. But first of all, happy World Diabetes Day. What is the theme for this year's Diabetes Day?
It's always centered around family.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it has been consistent over the years, emphasizing on family and changing one's lifestyle. And so not to confuse people, is just to maintain that normal theme of it. But while it is, you have spoken about the 14th of November, for us, November, we see the month of November as celebrating, sensitizing the public and Belize about diabetes and all its complications. Because you might say, yes, I hear you say celebration, but is it really a celebration when in fact we have been, by Ministry of Health statistics, being diagnosed as the disease that is the third, which is, maybe you could say, all right, we don't know number one again, but we are only less to traffic accidents.
Progress is slow.
Right. The point is, it's still one too many people.
But do you think that, being that you are not only an activist, not only a part of the organization, one of your roles is to educate, do you think that more people are becoming aware? Maybe we don't get the behavioral change we want as yet, but more people now are understanding the challenges of diabetes, how it happens, and what they need to do. Do you think awareness and education, that there's been movement on those?
Well, I am torn.
Okay.
In terms of my response, because I want to say to you that we've been doing as much sensitization as we can do given our limited resources and capacity. And I'm talking from a human perspective in terms of the amount of people. We are a voluntary organization, non-profit, so it's volunteers that come to the association. We are in fact the leading organization when it comes to education and sensitization of diabetes. I feel that still there is not enough. I would have gone, there is a team at the Charles Barkley Hyde building right now as we speak, and there are too many people out there who are walking around with elevated sugar readings.
So you have people who walk, get tested and didn't know that?
Man, today somebody we tested at 375
Wow.
without breakfast, when in fact,
And didn't have.
well, she knows she's a diabetic, but 375 for me, I would be peeing a lot. For me, the symptoms would be immediately noticeable for me. But when it is you have people who, that is what they're used to, They feel, and I asked her, I said, Miss, are you feeling okay? And she said, yes, I feel normal. There is nothing normal about walking around with 375.
Right.
I have a friend who very close to me, who when in fact she went to do her testing, and why did she go? Wake up one morning and vision blurry. So she decided, let me go do a test. All the machine said was high. Which means we're talking about over 500.
When it says that?
Yes. Once it says high, the machine can't read anything. It's over 500. And immediately, it seemed to me that it just didn't get to 500 or whatever point she would. This is over a period of time, right? I know when, in fact, I was talking to Monica, there was a friend, she told me that when, I don't know what prompted that person to go check their sugar, but their A1C was
20.
At 20.
What does that mean?
The normal for a diabetic, your A1C, which is a measurement over a 3 months period, should be at 7. His was at 20.
That doesn't sound good.
My point exactly. And his sugar would not have gotten to 20 in his A1C reading just overnight.
Right.
It would have been over a period of time. But I have to say kudos to that individual, because having been diagnosed within a particular period of time, he moved from 20
to 5.
Excellent. Monica, let's get you into the conversation. If we can accomplish one single thing, one single message to those listening and watching, if there's one message that we can get through all the other things that they are listening to and hearing this Wednesday morning, and that we know is going to be retained, it's going to stay in there, what is that one thing?
The one thing that I would want persons to know who are currently living with the condition or who think they may have the condition is to reach out to the Belize Diabetes Association for support. Support is very important, because we have observed that persons walk around with elevated sugar at 335, 375, and they feel that it's normal. And why is it that they feel that it's normal? Because they feel that they don't have the support. And that is the reason why the Belize Diabetes Association is there, to provide support and education to persons who are living with the condition or who have a family history as well.
When it comes to testing, do you think that, would you want those watching, listening right now, if you've never done a test, do you think it's something they should try to do?
Definitely. Because at the end of the day, you might feel normal, but your body may be going through something different. So it's important for you to reach out to any facility and get tested. And in addition to that, you could always come to the association to get testing. So for this entire month of November, we are providing free testing for the glucose level and for the
1 second caller.
and for the your pressure as well. So they can visit us right up the street. It's corner Mahogany and Central American Boulevard, and for the entire month it's going to be free. And even if it is that persons want to come and still get the sugar tested outside of the month of November, the support will still be there at the office.
Krem, good morning, W.
Morning, Mose. Morning, Sharon, and I forgot the other
Monica.
What your name? Monica, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm very happy to turn upon WB. I want to forever thank you for January 8th, I believe, encouraging people to walk 1 million steps. I think that was by Easter.
Yes.
I really want to encourage for continue that era. Yes. I don't even have any idea how much people's lives save.
Yes.
Like serious, like people can't stop talking about it. So I encourage that community action to happen every 3 months. Every 3 months. I mean, no, we know that not everybody able to walk, but we're aware of that. Secondly, I really want to encourage, if the once a month on Saturday morning, to get children out and moving. So, I mean, you could say it costs or organize, but just so, walking the circle used to be a thing. And the third plan be, let's say, let's for the Diabetes Association, walk all the way down Boulevard, go down Caesar Ridge Road, over Yarborough Bridge, down by Webster College, pass by House of Culture, over Swing Bridge.
You don't tire me already.
All the way wrong.
Don't tire me already.
Wrong, I'll take the Market Drive, come up Belcan Bridge, and go back there. Good location.
That overdue because, sister, yeah, that overdue because you walk all the way from Ladyville to Belize so many different times. But listen to me, that a long trip you just don't give if you have kids to walk.
No, brother Mose. People could stop and rest along the way. Oh, okay, maybe not a long trip, but that's a long-term goal then.
I mean, think you say, when I walk down the Caesar Ridge and walk back down on the other side, but I think that way I do, you have to go down, round.
Swing bridge. I said circular.
You don't back me up on that, Michelle, you don't back me up.
Valid point, Mose, valid point. I knocked my head, valid point. I really feel that we need to get these children moving.
On average, how many steps did you do, are you doing, Sister, like when you were doing that challenge?
Listen, I knocked my head because Believe the Diabetes Association got me feeling like I'm a superwoman. And the biggest knockhead I had, and I'm telling you, I had knockhead, is that I walked the full length of the John Smith Road, go and come.
Oh.
Whoa.
Big sun hat. You know that's a knockhead.
That's a knockhead.
That means I go up 15 miles.
Legit
and
knockhead.
So, there's a reason why they tell you, and it's different for women and men, and it's the European people that usually do the measurement. So right now, I maintain 11,000 steps at least 5 days a week. Of course, the other things matter, your diet, your water, your stress, your rest, but I just really want the children moving. So I really want to share more about, like, parents really need to know, for here, what are the statistics we got for we children? Like, we don't even come every month. We don't even yega enough in the ears. Especially when it comes to Belizean children, diagnosed and undiagnosed with diabetes. Big thanks and respect to the Belize Diabetes Association.
All right, Sharon, Monica, what are your responses?
I totally agree with her.
Definitely.
And in fact, in relation to the Million Step initiative, we were just talking about that. Miss Valerie, the president, and myself were talking about that and about continuing it and starting in and putting back the challenge for the beginning of the year, so that in fact people have something to look forward to. It's amazing the amount of people who took part in this initiative, went in, put in their amount of steps. But at the end of the day, while that would still be in place, we recognize that we need to address the Belizean public and the younger Belizeans in relation to this. Because if you start early, you can delay the onset of diabetes, especially if you have a family history. In our ride that we just had on Sunday, we've changed the format. I'm sure you would have been aware it used to be a 2-day ride. We have decided that no, we're not doing that anymore, and to make it more inclusive.
Family oriented.
So, and family oriented, given the theme of including family in this. This is a family affair. So we've changed the route. So we've now doing a shorter ride. It's on a Sunday. Well, we've decided it will be on a Sunday, and encourage families to come out and partake, because it's not a race, it's a ride. I will tell you that manageable for a rider like yourself. Right? And even so for those non-riders, and this Sunday when we had our ride, it was amazing. There were 3 young boys in there. They were swapping bikes. So one rode from this point to this point, then they jump out, the next one rode. The bike was oversized for 2 of them.
Yeah, they couldn't even sit on the seat.
They couldn't sit on the seat, but they wanted to ride. At the end of the day, I remember Miss Leticia Wesley from the Cycling Association was there, and she was trying to encourage us to try to do this. Maybe at least if we can't do it every month, do it every quarter, where it is that we can encourage persons to come out there. The mother of those 2 boys, she came, said that they woke her up early in the morning to ensure that they did not miss this ride. So you have persons out there, you have young people out there who are interested. They don't have the resources, but if it is, they know. There was a young man who he came with his father. His father is a cyclist, but he came on a beach cruiser, right? And he rode, and at some point I remember saying to the father, when he get tired, just tell me, I want to put the bicycle in my truck, and then when you're ready to get back in, I want to put him back in, which is what I did. So he rode with me while he was tired. When we stopped, I took him out. There was a point when, in fact, I went ahead of the ride, put him out, so that in fact he could ride, and the ride and his father would have caught up to him, right? But I'm sure at the end of the day, he felt accomplished.
Especially being on a beach cruiser.
Being on a beach cruiser. Everybody else upon a nice mountain or race a bike in a beach cruiser, and his father was there to assist him. There was so it's not only young people, there was a older gentleman, Mr. Mala,
77.
He's 77 years old, and every diabetes ride he has come out, and he's still doing it. I'm so proud of these individuals. They maintain active, being active. I myself, as you know, would have taken part in that ride. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to ride because of my foot injury. But I'm doing other things.
Madam, excuse.
I'm doing other things.
Okay.
Like, if you notice how I'm dressed, it means that I would have gone to the gym this morning. And so I've made gym a part of my day, my life. I've found the time for it. I'm busy during the day, but I wake up 4:30 in the morning to go to the gym, to ensure that I put in that change in my lifestyle, put in exercise into my life. And it doesn't matter what age you are.
Right.
But I agree with Yaya. We need to concentrate
on the youth.
On the youth.
And just to add to what Sister Yaya would have mentioned earlier, I think that the idea is very important, because if you think about the youths today, what do they have in their hand? They have their cell phone, they have their tablet, and then they're right front of that just to play. So the things that we used to do in the past, whereby we used to be active, we went in the yard and play football, then they play on their phone. Hopscotch, we don't play that in the yard no more, they play that on the phone, on the tablet. So they're not active anymore. And then when they play that on their phone, they have snacks front of them. And they consume and consume and consume, and they don't even realize how much snacks they have ate for the day or drunk for the day, because they're no longer active. And I think that that is one of the things that we're seeing more often now in our youths, that they're not as active as how they used to be. And that is why we have an increase of persons who are pre-diabetic or on their way to be diabetic.
Because of time, can you just give me a sense of what other activities are out, and what activities will be on Friday as a part of World Diabetes Day?
Okay, so on Friday, which is tomorrow, we have
Friday.
Oh, sorry, my goodness.
Tomorrow is not Friday. I don't know a lot, but I know that.
I am ahead of myself. I kept on saying that. This morning I told my mom that, you know. So
we all make that mistake.
Yes, so Friday, the 14th, the day after tomorrow, we have a mini fair, and it's going to be right at the diabetes office, which is Corner Central American Boulevard and Mahogany Street, and it's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and we're going to partner with some of our with some of the persons who normally support us. The Kidney Association, the National AIDS Commission is going to be there. I believe representation from Ministry of Health as well, and the Belize Lions Club is going to be there. And the purpose of the fair is basically you could have free health screening. So, for instance, if persons want to check their glucose level or their blood pressure, they can do so. In addition to that, we're going to also promote the awareness and give education on the lifestyle and the condition itself as well. And also, I just want the general public to know that there are certain pharmacies who will be providing free testing as well for the entire month of November. I believe we would have shared the flyer with Christy, so person can check their respective pharmacy and they can do that.
And if it is their pharmacies, because people develop special relationship with pharmacists, right? If their pharmacy is not providing that, then they need to tell the owner of that pharmacy to collaborate with the Belize Diabetes Association, because we're always willing to do that. I know that we would have put out a flyer with a list of pharmacies that are countrywide that are involved, but if yours is not there,
make the link.
Make the link.
Absolutely.
We are willing to support. This is about awareness. This is about having people know what their status is. Because if you know that you're pre-diabetic, as they say, I don't believe in pre-diabetic, but because you're either diabetic or you're not, in my humble opinion, it then means you can change your lifestyle. Small things you can do, very small things in terms of change. I met this morning 3 people who knew their condition and decided that they will not take no medication. They knew, you know. And it's important to let people know the damage it is causing. For diabetes, for sugar as we know it, it affects from your hair, from the top of your head to your toe.
Sugar not sweet.
It's not sweet. It might be that, okay, yes, it's sweet because if you pee, ants and corn, but imagine what is happening inside your body.
Tearing you up.
Right? And it's a silent killer, so it kills you slowly. It is the amount of damage that it will cause that ultimately leads you to cardiac arrest, kidney failure. I don't want to be gloom and doom, but I want to tell people, know your status.
It's a condition that can be managed, and that's one of the things that people fail to realize and understand. Not because you have diabetes, that's a death sentence.
No,
it can be managed.
Yeah. I want to thank you both because the time I close off this conversation. Of course, you should be aware that we have said to the Belize Diabetes Association, the door open.
Yes.
Just come on. We are a flag-waving supporter of the work of the Belize Diabetes Association, and in whatever regard we can be supportive, help, just give us a holler.
Yes.
We are here. We hope you have a great Friday. The 14th. It happens to be after tomorrow.
I'm too excited. I'm too excited.
But it was nice meeting you. Your man never bring you home before, but we're glad you do it today. Give thanks, Michelle. It's great seeing you as well.
And thank you as well.
We will break and come back. We have another guest before we close off for today, so stick around. This is the Wednesday morning edition of the WUB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes.
I encourage you to take good care of your device. Cherish them because they have great value, not just in dollars, but in what they represent: opportunity, trust, investment in your future. Treat them responsibly and make the most of every chance they bring to help you grow and succeed in life.
Use these Chromebooks. They're a tool. And this tool can get you around the world very fast. Please utilize it so that in the next 10 years, in the next 15 years, right from here, right from amongst you guys, we will have the next Minister of Rural Transformation and the next Minister of Education right here from Toledo again.
As we hand over these digital devices here in Toledo, we reaffirm our belief that education is not just a government priority. It is a national mission. Together through Plan Belize and programs such as Skills for the Future, we are shaping a Belize that is better prepared, more connected, and more empowered than ever before.
En Atlantic Bank, tu comodidad es nuestra prioridad. Nuestro centro de contacto está diseñado para mejorar tu experiencia bancaria. Con una amplia gama de opciones de servicio al cliente, ahorras tiempo y esfuerzo. Puedes llamar fácilmente para bloquear o desbloquear tus tarjetas de débito y crédito, realizar consultas de cuentas y acceder a información detallada de tus tarjetas. Ya sea que necesites asistencia con la banca en línea, apoyo para comercios o consultas generales, nuestro equipo está listo para ayudarte. Para mayor comodidad, si todos los operadores están ocupados, Puedes dejar tu número y un operador te devolverá la llamada lo antes posible para asegurarse de que recibas el apoyo que necesitas. Para mayor seguridad, es posible que necesitemos verificar tu identidad con un conjunto de preguntas sencillas. Recuerda, Atlantic Bank nunca solicitará tu nombre de tu usuario ni contraseña de Atlantic Online por llamada telefónica, mensaje de texto o correo electrónico, asegurando que tu información personal permanezca segura y protegida. Nuestro equipo de apoyo está disponible de lunes a viernes, de 8 a.m. a 6 p.m. en inglés y en español. Simplemente marca al 223-1212. Esta es la línea dedicada para nuestro centro de contacto. Atlantic Bank se compromete a brindarte un servicio excepcional y las herramientas que necesitas para administrar tus finanzas de manera conveniente y segura. Aprovecha al máximo nuestro servicio del centro de contacto.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Un grupo de gente que hemos trabajado muy duro y la tierra es para la gente de Bellavista. ¿Para qué? Para que los jóvenes puedan tener tierra. ¿Para qué? Para que los jóvenes puedan desarrollarse en el futuro. Algo que les hacía falta por mucho tiempo. Nuestros padres vienen de las fincas bananeras. Somos gentes que hemos sufrido mucho y ustedes como jóvenes se merecen mejores oportunidades.
If you didn't have land before, you will have land now. Once you have land, you have wealth.
I think they want to build, they want to settle.
I'm already having dreams of my home and everything. You know, the wires are just, I'm really excited. I'm really happy. I can finally begin to build a house.
It's just a great feeling, you know.
Mi amigo es un hermano, una persona para el pobre. ¿Estamos de acuerdo?
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Yes, I want to do farming. Fruits, vegetables, anything. You don't have to go there and buy, you know, you have your own thing.
This never happened when I come in the tube, baby. That's what it do.
200 lots, more lots than people in the land of Ocasio. So when I pick them when I ban yet to get land.
You could look at all of them, how happy they are. They're so, man, these people don't know how to express themselves right now.
People who have never had a land before, will live here for years, finally get something to say, okay, I have something in my name, you know.
So when you get your piece of land, you have to hold on to your land. You have something to pass on to your picnic.
Use your land, make it useful.
Don't sell your land because it is gold. You're investing in your own selves and your children down the road.
I know how to say thank again because it's a great achievement.
Infrastructure that impacts lives, provides opportunities, and enables the growth of communities and country. That has been the constant mission of the MIDH. The upgrading of the Guinea Grass Road has forged a vital link between the vibrant and productive communities of Shipyard, Guinea Grass, and the rest of Belize, which allows the smooth movement of goods and services. The transformation provided by meaningful infrastructure is very real.
We had really been struggling to transport these hoses on these roads, right? Since we have all the holes in the roads and stuff like that. We do not have that issue anymore, right? So now when we are delivering our hose, it comes to its location in a 100% complete product, right?
Before this highway came into place, this Tower Hill to Guinea Grass highway, there was a lot of bad things going on in terms of the road. It was bad, potholes when it used to rain. People used to take a long time to come out and come into the village. And even teachers who are teaching here who have to commute find it very difficult to do their traveling every day.
Una gran diferencia, gran diferencia. En el tiempo que estaba la carretera, que no estaba pavimentada, era demasiado polvo, demasiado. Y era como más despacio, andabas como más lento porque pues no podías ir rápido. Pero ahorita es un gran beneficio, la mera verdad es. Yo creo que es lo mejor que el gobierno ha hecho. Yo estoy muy feliz, muy alegre con ello.
Well, now with this highway, now we have a lot of people, traversing the village. And our people in our village who have a small business like fast food, they're benefiting from that, no? Because people stop there in the morning, have their breakfast, and they go and continue their business.
Have business been increasing? Definitely. Yeah, we have realized when it comes to our customers, right? So we do not have the problems anymore that customer would say if they would call in, okay, where are you located, right? And I would say, we're located entrance of Shipyard. And then they would say, okay, we have to travel the bad road or whatever. So that's not a question anymore.
In the past, I believe these students used to struggle, meaning going on the bus or traveling on pickup. And it took long, they reached late to their classes. But right now, the transportation is accessible and the highway is accessible. So from Guinea Grass to their destination, to Orange Rock, to the high schools in Orange Rock, it takes less time. Right now, I believe teachers, people smile because it only takes minutes to reach from Guinea Grass to Tower Hill.
Welcome back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Mose Hyde in the house with you on this Wednesday morning. We're just about out of time and we kind of had a little scheduling conflict. So we don't have a lot of time remaining with our final guest today. So we've kind of given him our commitment. We're going to bring him back very soon. But he still wants to get out a quick message. We have Sherman in the house, who I've already told whenever he wants to come on. I really have great respect for the brother's message. So, Sherman, greetings, welcome to the show. What is the message you want to share? Do your best to put it tight. We are going to get you back next week.
Well, I just want to say thanks for having Sherman to come on the show. Likewise, respect. And then I have my paper right here, and I would like to read to the people basically what is my information that I want to send out right there. So, I will start off with greetings in the name of the Most High Jah Rastafari to the people of Belize and beyond. I am here to defend agriculture organically for the health benefits of our people. So I'm going to sing a song pertaining to the message I defend for agriculture. Well, if I can't complete the song today, well, it's going to be on the return. Right? Also, I have to shine light on the littering problem we face every day in Belize. On the roads, the drains, the creeks, the seas, the rivers, etc. So I would like
look
to
over here pan this one over right here, but it's your one right here. So yeah.
I would like to give advice to the people who go shop that you should learn to carry bags to shop. When you shop, instead of just to bring all this lot of plastic So it causing a lot of litter. It's blowing all over the city. So we could minimize that by just carry bags when we go by.
So everywhere you go, you see bags all over the place.
Yes, it's blowing all about. It look nasty. We would like to keep Belize green, you know. And yes, so that is just a hint of awareness, right? And then I also going to sing a song pertaining to the sanity. Yes, I have a song about that situation likewise. And it's very much needed in our community.
Quickly, Sherman, we have to cut the speech because we want to give a piece of the song. They are the works that you've done?
Yes, sir.
So they are the works that are available?
Yes, sir. Yes, I crochet. I also crochet because we have to be creative.
Right,
you know?
yes.
Rasta is about agriculture, arts and craft and music. We have government of independence and entrepreneurial work to govern Rasta. In that way, where we could be more, you know, equipped to educate and inspire the kids there to be, you know, creative. It's no job. It's a long you create a job. So we can.
So we probably you could buy anything, or you just go, or you just depend, you just go up on the road and deal with them things there. We just try to get a mic together. Because the mic not work. So it's, yeah. Go through, man. Talk.
Yes, you could find me through a number. Or, you know, like people meet me in the streets, you know, because I'm a mobile person, I move around.
Within your
yes, those
CDs.
are CDs
right.
that I have represent myself on, along with other brothers likewise. Yeah. So we are multi-talented. We have a lot of talent and things to offer to a country. We have the red, gold, and green CD from out of Belmopan and Roaring Creek, and it consists of 8 brothers, and we are still existing in doing these works. And we have me, Sherman, right there. That's one of my CD that I also did in America, in the US, and another one that I did in the US, Global Warning, and then Fire Throne. So we're just trying to keep the creativity going on for the benefit.
And let me give you full flowers, brother. For anybody that has Sherman on a stage, it is a master class in stagecraft and stage presence as an artist. As far as I'm concerned, the level of stagecraft you present on stage is world class.
Thank you for that, sir.
And unfortunately, a lot of the artists staying great in a studio, they're producing great work, they're not getting enough familiarity with the stage for develop stagecraft. They need for, that's something everybody have room for improvement there, so that the biggest room in the world. But how they make them know when you want to see stagecraft at one world class level, Russ Sherman to bring that performance and a presence.
And it's needed because we need to check-ties ourselves about the lyrics too. Likewise, you know, we have to be careful of what kind of information we spreading in the music to the young generation, because you could see how their behavior is getting. So I'm very much focused about proper, appropriate lyrics, pick special lyrics to inspire the youth and to touch them and show them that could do better with their life and could ease the criminal acts and criminal thinking and, you know, disrespectful thinking to their elders and their parents, and you know. So we are working on it, and it takes time, but we're gonna work on it.
Alright, so bust the track, because amount of time, just get in where we could get in before we go to a break and wrap up.
Well, alright. Agriculture is the backbone of a nation. We have to grow our own food and know where we are yam. Plant up your plantation. Me say machete fi sing, swing. Machete fi sing, machete start up the land clearing. So machete fi sing, swing no lazy man time in food crops fi keep on coming. So machete fi sing, swing. Machete fi sing, machete sing them a farming him. So machete fi sing, swing, sing the sun brightly shining. Machete works a go do the talking. Where me say, so much rain falls, so much healthy food can grow in this country Belize, and that's where me know grow we own food and teach we how to sow, teach us to plant in a row above ground and below. In a Belize and Africa, there is so much farmland. So why should we depend on food from the Chinese man? So why should we depend on food from another nation? Agriculture is the backbone, so plant up your portion. Your son a chance as a farmer than to be a gunman. Well, say littering is so disgusting. Why can't the people use the trash bin? Well, like some people turn nasty people who don't got no dignity, they don't got no principles. Some are nasty people like they love to see the place littering dirty.
nasty people, who no got no dignity, who no got no principles. Some are nasty people, This is a big problem in most community. Well, everyone should know to use the trash can, so learn to put your garbage where it belongs. It's not a shame to use your two hands to do the right thing and not the wrong. It's up to us, the people, to keep the sanitation, keep Belize clean, to have a healthy nation. So just be the change that you want to see. Man, woman, picnic, and the whole family, and not be no nasty people, dirty people. You know. All right.
Respect. Right, Sherman.
Community strong.
Right.
I see. Make a focus on this one. He said we need also this one right here. Right? We have one situation where we have to work on right now, and this situation here is a dust problem. A dust problem on Caesar Ridge Road is very, very, very annoying right now to the people here. Tell me to speak up on it. So there's a big dust problem on Caesar Ridge Road. Who is going to help us ease this heavy load? So bad for our health, breathing in all this dust. People coughing and sneezing, some get sinus. So there's a big dust problem on Caesar Ridge Road. Who is going to help us ease this heavy load? So bad for our health, breathing in all this dust, like they want we turn ashes, like they want we turn dust. Busy Caesar Ridge Road, down here in the south. So much vehicle drive fast and dust way out. You can even taste the sand in your mouth. It's like no one hear our cries and shout. The duty of the city is to fix the streets till they drive fast and act like them no see. People put on clean clothes to go in a dust storm. The dust even change the color of them uniform. So there's a big dust problem, people. We have to work on it. You're going to get the rest of the song, and the next time you see me again.
Give thanks to Sherman. We go to a final break. We come back and wrap up. Give thanks.
I encourage you to take good care of your device. Cherish them because they have great value, not just in dollars, but in what they represent. Opportunity, trust, investment in your future. Treat them responsibly and make the most of every chance they bring to help you grow and succeed in life.
Use these Chromebooks. They're a tool. And this tool can get you around the world very fast. Please utilize it so that in the next 10 years, in the next 15 years, right from here, right from amongst you guys, we will have the next Minister of Rural Transformation and the next Minister of Education right here from Toledo again.
As we hand over these digital devices here in Toledo, we reaffirm our belief that education is not just a government priority. It is a national mission. Together through Plan Belize and programs such as Skills for the Future, we are shaping a Belize that is better prepared, more connected, and more empowered than ever before.
En Atlantic Bank, tu comodidad es nuestra prioridad. Nuestro centro de contacto está diseñado para mejorar tu experiencia bancaria. Con una amplia gama de opciones de servicio al cliente, ahorras tiempo y esfuerzo. Puedes llamar fácilmente para bloquear o desbloquear tus tarjetas de débito y crédito, realizar consultas de cuentas y acceder a información detallada de tus tarjetas. Ya sea que necesites asistencia con la banca en línea, apoyo para comercios o consultas generales, nuestro equipo está listo para ayudarte. Para mayor comodidad, si todos los operadores están ocupados, puedes dejar tu número y un operador te devolverá la llamada lo antes posible para asegurarse de que recibas el apoyo que necesitas. Para mayor seguridad, es posible que necesitemos verificar tu identidad con un conjunto de preguntas sencillas. Recuerda, Atlantic Bank nunca solicitará tu nombre de tu usuario ni contraseña de Atlantic Online por llamada telefónica, mensaje de texto o correo electrónico, asegurando que tu información personal permanezca segura y protegida. Nuestro equipo de apoyo está disponible de lunes a viernes, de 8 a.m. a 6 p.m. en inglés y en español. Simplemente marca al 223-1212. Esta es la línea dedicada para nuestro centro de contacto. Atlantic Bank se compromete a brindarte un servicio excepcional y las herramientas que necesitas para administrar tus finanzas de manera conveniente y segura. Aprovecha al máximo nuestro servicio del centro de contacto.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Get ready, please. The deals are drumming louder than ever at Benny's. On November 18th, for one day only, Benny's is turning up the savings with the Drumming Deals one-day sale event. Find amazing discounts on selected items such as paints, fans, lights, faucets, tiles, and so much more. Plus, get B-Bucks with every purchase. Remember, B-Bucks is free money. So don't miss out. Visit any Benny's location countrywide on Tuesday, November 18th. Drum up some savings this massive season with the Drumming Deals one-day sale event only at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Un grupo de gente que hemos trabajado muy duro y la tierra es para la gente de Bellavista. ¿Para qué? Para que los jóvenes puedan tener tierra. ¿Para qué? Para que los jóvenes puedan desarrollarse en el futuro. Algo que les hacía falta por mucho tiempo. Nuestros padres vienen de las fincas bananeras. Somos gentes que hemos sufrido mucho y ustedes como jóvenes se merecen mejores oportunidades.
If you didn't have land before, you will have land now. Once you have land, you have wealth.
I think they want to build, they want to settle.
I'm already having dreams of my home and everything. You know, the wires are just, I'm really excited. I'm really happy. I can finally begin to build a house.
It's just a great feeling, you know.
Mi amigo es un hermano, una persona para el pobre. ¿Estamos de acuerdo?
Here's how to access your contribution history on the My Social Security portal. First, go to your browser and type ssbportal.org.bz. Enter your email and password, then click Log In. Once logged in, you'll see your full portal account on the screen. On the left-hand side, you'll notice a drop-down menu for added features. Click on History. Choose Contributions. Read the disclaimer, then click Continue. You'll now see a full window displaying your contribution history. In the table, each row represents a different year. For example, let's look at the year 2024. Click on the row and a detailed breakdown will appear. This breakdown includes your employer's name, your earnings for each month and week, contribution type, the amounts paid, and that's how you can explore the new contribution feature on the My Social Security portal. It's quick, easy, and keeps your Social Security information right at your fingertips. Create your account today.
Yes, I want to do farming. Fruits, vegetables, anything. You don't have to go there and buy, you have your own thing.
This never happened when I come here to do, baby. That's what you do.
200 lots, more lots than people with land of Ocasio. So when I pick them when I'm buying yet to get land.
You could look at all of them, how happy they are. They're so, man, these people don't know how to express themselves right now.
People who have never had a land before, will live here for years, finally get something to say, okay, I have something in my name,
So when you get your piece of land, you have to hold on to your land. You have something to pass on to your picnic.
Use your land, make it useful.
Don't sell your land because it is gold. You're investing in your own selves and your children down the road.
I know how to say thank again because it's a great achievement.
Thank you for being here with us this morning. We're out of time. Tomorrow morning, Thursday, you'll be joined by Brother Noor Mohammed. We got to thank the team, Larry G, Creme Radio, up at XTV, Cliff, The Glue, and director this morning, Ms. Christy Flowers. Have a great Wednesday. As always, stand strong, stand firm. For now, we're gone!
Victimize us, work together for better, we got to unite. Belize, wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion and place your calling. Get up, make every day.